Scratch your head.
Hey guys, this is J Lock. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to take your phone call. As a matter of fact, I won't be able to be reached for the whole week. I'm on my honeymoon. I'm doing the thing.
The weather's
Even
changing.
if you far away, I'm just a call away. Nice in Miami, body sweet like candy.
Not a good reason.
I just wanna take my time on you, no rush, no rush, no rush. Really wanna cross that line with you, no rush, no rush.
I have to calm down that
Ladies and gents, I've been through things that made me intense. Should I grab things or maybe just vent? I came from nothing, made something with it. Let's not forget, leaders no
How long before we get on
they
to
follow and pick up the speed. At first might borrow, then proceed to be. Praise to the Most High, the one G.O.D. He's always with me since I've been on. They've been all gone, I've been alright. Cause they was all wrong, been way too long. Stay in my pond, push it along, okay. Grace flow like water while you docile. Getting my affairs in order while you doubt now. Sleeping too much against me ain't never good. Living my dream, crash the board like I'm Westbrook.
I'm just a call away. Nice in Miami, body sweet like candy. I just wanna take my time on you, no rush, no rush, no rush. Really wanna cross that line with you, no rush, no rush.
Are y'all following the private room? Because I'm not able to. I'm not able to tag y'all.
Needless to say, needed to pray.
Yeah.
Finding my way, leaning on
Facebook and Instagram.
On Facebook.
Keeping his promise, giving his grace.
I know I just got
I've been through some hard times, feel me, yeah. Fall short, then y'all feel me, yeah. Still I get up when I'm down, yeah. Lost it all, God help me down, yeah. Don't know why, but that's just life.
What, you're not able to tag us on there?
Oh, there he goes. There we go.
I'm just a call away. Nice in Miami, body sweet like
Thank you.
I just wanna take my time on you, no rush, no rush, no rush. Really wanna cross that line with you, no rush, no rush.
Hello, everybody. Hello. We were listening to J Lock, No Rush. And we have our business spotlight with us. Let me go ahead and quiet this down here. Because we got him on the clock, y'all. We got him on the clock. We're going to be talking about Charlotte Spark with Trey Rhodes. So welcome, Trey. And we have our couple, Miss Judy and Mr. Xcitement, who are going to be our couple that we're going to be interviewing tonight. Hi, Trey. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I am doing phenomenal. Thank you so much. We have invited you for our business spotlight because you have Charlotte Spark coming up this weekend. And so I'm just going to let you have it. The floor is yours. Tell us about Charlotte Spark, how it got started, and what we can look forward to.
All right. Well, first, thank y'all for having me. I like the little backstage setup. You know, it's like I'm waiting. I can hear y'all hearing the music and stuff, but I'm just chilling, whatever. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Trey Rhodes, like you said, business extraordinaire, creative. You know, getting it, taking over Charlotte. So, Charlotte Spark. How it started? I guess we'll start there. I've been doing events. I've been working with local creatives, local music artists. I've been working with all kinds of venues, managers, owners, just networking and collabing with people, doing my best to build my platform because, you know, I'm a realtor first. And so you got to build your network. You got to build up. So with my creativity and working with all these different people and creating visions and great shows, Charlotte Spark was born to use my platform to uplift and to help promote and build all of the local artists and businesses in the community, everyone around me. basically, but art is so much more than just music. It's you got your visual paintings, you got your dance, you got your fashion, you got your themes, you got all kinds of different stuff, poetry. There's so many ways to really express yourself through art. And so it kind of evolved from just a music festival to now a full art festival that I target in the fall. So it's a fall art festival. And this is year 4 now. I'm very excited about it. Everything's lined up pretty well. Everything's set to be a great show. Got so much involved to bring entertainment, creativity, connection, and really, different aspects of the community. And so this year, Charlotte Spark under the big top. Most people, I'm learning now that half and half people understand the under the big top means circus theme. So
Right.
literally half people are like, what does that even mean? What am I supposed to do for this? And then the other
Right.
half are like, oh, okay, it's a circus, it's a fair. What's going on? So
Right.
yes, Charlotte Spark under the big top. This year's theme is circus. So I do have some special performances set up to be kind of roving circus acts. The set the mood for the festival. We'll have it decorated. Yes, it is 21. It is 21 and up, but you can have fun too, no matter how old you are. My demographic reaches from 25 to 55. With people really regularly visiting my shows and my events. I definitely keep it classy, keep it quality. That's the main thing. It's very important, especially because it's my name under everything that I do. So I gotta make it look good, make it be good. But yeah, this year, like I said, I got roving circus acts, I got poetry, live music, performers. I got a band, I got a house band. I got painted models walking around. I got puppy zoo. Most circuses have some kind of animal aspect. And so I was like, well, puppies. They're good for your mental health. People love on puppies all the time, and partner with a local shelter. So now you can also adopt some of these puppies. So get them to good homes.
Wow.
Anyone for any reason might need a puppy. So, hey, come love on a puppy or come get a puppy. What else? I got so much other stuff. I don't even know. But yeah, it's set for a really good time. And it's smack in the middle of Noda Company Store. So I'm definitely looking to get a lot of foot traffic as well. And I think that's mostly it.
Great. Tell us who are some of the artists that are going to be performing.
Man, I got so many good talents. So this is a full art festival. I like to have a lot of artists, mainly for 2 reasons. One, to showcase the big show at the end of the year. 2, even though it's one day right now, everything I do with this festival, it's planning for future growth. So next year, actually, it's going to be multi-day. I've set everything up. I've built it up to where I know the capacity. I know what I need. Next year, it's going to be the 5th year. It's going to be a big celebration. I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm already planning it low key, but I need to focus on this one first. Charlotte Spark is a full year planning kind of thing. I'll take like 2 weeks off. The first week is to deal with all the money after the end of the show to pay everybody up. I got to pay. And then the second week is the rest for my mental. And then I'm right back to planning Charlotte Spark. It's kind of crazy. But yeah. So I got a lot of artists set for this year. We got Jasmine Tierra. She's a big hit in the community. We've got Vaughn Wave, of course. We've got Siren Water, Brianna Renee. Oh, man. It's so many. Like, honestly, everyone's really good. I hold auditions for this show. Throughout the whole year, we love. You said what?
I said, yes, we know that the auditions are a party by itself.
Yeah, really. Everything's, we do all these kind of events throughout the year, be from open mics to late parties to jazz events to listening parties to whatever it is. You know, those would be events on their own where, yes, I am scouting, I am building connection, or, you know, um, just doing things to stay busy. And then we get ready to do Charlotte Spark. It's like we got to have auditions. We got to pick people who we think are really quality candidates to get on this stage and entertain you guys, and you'll love the show. I have people every year. I have people traveling from some other state somewhere, you know, so like Delta, the Trailblazer, man, I know you guys haven't heard much of him, but he was in Charlotte Spark last year and he's coming back this year. He's coming from Myrtle Beach. He's phenomenal talent. I know you guys know like LEIG, Young Doc, Ivana, Ivana, like Elaine Yvonne. She, you know, we got a lot of good talent just in the live performances alone. And yes, they've been vetted. Like I said, rehearsals. I've already seen most of their sets all the way through, and I know what you guys are in store for.
Yes.
And a little secret. My bad. A little secret about Charlotte Spark. You know, one of the many perks and opportunities of being in Charlotte Spark is that if you're an artist and this is your first year in it this year, you do have the option to skip auditions. You're automatically in the following year. To, you know, we want to keep quality. We know you're good. You're vetted already. So come back again for another show. So, you know, we got some good music, some good growth coming back from last year, and we got room for new talent to come in this year. So, you know, so the fun aspect to it.
Yes, great. I did not know that part. So this is exciting. Thank you for letting BVP Project Safe Haven be a community partner for Charlotte Spark. I'm going to miss it this year because I'm actually going out of town. I have a friend I found out has stage 4 cancer. And so I move some things in my schedule because I needed to go up there and put my arms around them. So I'm sorry I'm going to miss it. But because I'm not able to attend, I wanted to give away a free ticket to Charlotte Spark. So make sure that everybody comes right now and heart and like and all that great stuff. I'm going to be giving away a free ticket to Charlotte Spark. So if you are listening right now, please do heart, love this post so that you can have the chance to win a free ticket. I will let Trey know by the end of the show who we are randomly picking to get a ticket. If you are not available when we randomly pick you, please do not accept the ticket if you know that you cannot go. Not do that. If you know you cannot go, then please do not accept it because we want to make sure that there is somebody up in the building and the private room is going to send you. So yes,
it's this Saturday. Doors open at 5. We will be starting the show on time. Everything is set. We are only thing is missing is you. That we're good.
Yes. Well, I am looking forward to seeing all the pictures, the video, and everything that I know is going to be going out there. I know that you work really hard on this event. I had the pleasure of being a part of the second Charlotte Spark, I believe. Was that the second one?
Yes, okay. It was.
Yes. Got to be the fashion director for that one. So looking really forward to this and can't wait for next year since I know I'm going to miss it this year because it only gets better and better. So thank you so much, Trey. Tell everybody how they can get a ticket.
Thank you. You guys, the best way would be to follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Instagram is the Trey Rhodes. You can go my link in my bio, check my link tree. Which has my link to my Facebook, to all my other stuff, and also the link to Charlotte Spark landing page, where you can go on there, look at all the information, sign up to be a vendor, volunteer, or go ahead and get them tickets. They are cheaper online. They will be $20 at the door. And yeah, man, come on out. You can also follow me on Facebook at Trayvonte Rhodes. Hey, I'm out here. We getting it. Tap in. DM me, get to know me. Let's do work.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Trey. Remember, heart, 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 heart. I just want to see a bunch of hearts just going all over the place. Heart, heart, heart. If you want to go to Charlotte Spark this weekend, we are going to be giving away. You know what? We're gonna do two because we don't want you to go by yourself. So we're gonna do two.
Oh,
We're gonna do
oh
two.
yeah.
2 free tickets. We don't want you to go by yourself. You have to take a friend. So heart, heart, heart. If you're available, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. And
Hey,
we will.
Sunshine showing some love. She's showing some love.
Yes, yes. I have to. I have to. Yes. So thank you so much, Trey. We appreciate you and good luck with Charlotte Spark this year. I don't have to give you the good luck because it's going to be a phenomenal time. It has been the last 3 years, so it's going to be
Yeah,
even
yeah.
greater. I love the
I'm actually
serving.
getting ready. Thank you, thank you. I'm actually getting ready right now. We got Mob Week. You know that the week before
Yeah,
the show, we always
yeah.
get out in the community, go promote, go to different
Mhm.
venues and event.
Yep.
We're about to go hit karaoke night. So know the 101. We're gonna give out some shirts. One of our sponsors, shout out Zombies Pizza. We're gonna go do some promo, get some pizza, and have a good time. Y'all come
Nice.
out and join us if you got some time after the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we appreciate you and we cannot wait to see you here back on the Private Room Live.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank
Talk to y'all
you.
soon.
Thank you. All right, y'all. That was Trey Rose for our business spotlight, inviting you to Charlotte Spark. So y'all make sure that y'all are hearting. Put your hearts, so that we can pick you to get two tickets because we don't want you to go alone. 2 tickets to Charlotte Spark, and I promise you, it's going to be a great time. You're going to love it. You're not going to have no complaints, and you're going to come back and you're going to tell us how great it was. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We are going to go in and tap in right now to our beautiful couple that is joining us tonight. I have been so excited to do this interview with y'all. And I said we're gonna try to do it like y'all, the lover and the giver. So we're gonna try to be like y'all tonight. We're in the bed, we're chilling, doing our thing over here.
It is.
I was trying to come up with the name, but I was like, what about the giver and the giver, or the spoiled and the spoiled one and the I don't I was trying to come up with a name. Like I couldn't come up.
Thinking about
The spoiled one.
I know I'm the spoiled
okay.
one. I don't know. So Miss Judy and Mr. Xcitement, how are y'all doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Good. It's always great to see you all.
Thank you so much. Good to
I
see
think,
you.
yes, ma'am. I think the last time we saw you was at the event off of Beatty's Ford Road at the church.
Did the day of work?
And
Yeah.
yes. And you had a lot of resources out there, like you always do. And you have an event coming up. Tell us about your event that's coming up.
I'll let Check talk about that one.
Thanksgiving Eve get together, Wednesday, November 26th. This year, the first year, came up with the idea, had a few conversations with Georgette and Sherelle. Sherelle was, when she heard about it, after I talked to Judy or whatever, but when Sherelle heard about it, she got excited about it, and we just went to work. We ended up feeding 2 locations, which was Hidden Valley of Tom Hunter Road and Grub Park Apartment, which is over here.
Here in Grub Park.
And that was a success. The next 2 years, it expanded to 4 locations, and for the 4th year, it'll be 5 locations.
This year's 5 locations. We will be serving.
Oh, I got the wrong one, y'all. There we go.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yep. We'll be serving a hot Thanksgiving style meal to as many as we can, like it's while supplies last. So we'll be serving. But we do this all the time where we also bring out maybe a resource that'll be there, trying to see if we can get one of our healthcare partners to be out. People may bring clothes or different items that they want to just give away. Everything will be free. There isn't a cost for anything that day whenever we do our events. We try to make it free for the public.
Tiffany will be at Brookwood Inn
Yes.
from 1 to 5 p.m.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait.
We thank you for volunteering with us these couple of years now. Thank you.
Yes, I'm really excited.
I think it's 3 years now. Yep.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, this is going to be great. The Alter Ego Project is the partner for the Brookwood Inn. We have been we basically, well, we say that we have adopted the families at the Brookwood Inn. So if we have any families that are at the Brookwood Inn with children, we have an event right before school starts. And those that have children, we basically make them family for the school year. And we will go and take food and toiletries, school supplies, all kinds of stuff there to Brookwood Inn on a regular occasion. So they look forward to us coming. It's more than probably it's over 100 families I know living in the hotel, and probably about 80 kids. So the hotel is known for transitional housing and for a big homeless population, and so that's definitely a high needs area. So we need volunteers, we need donations. We will be at Brookwood, but there's 5 other locations. So make sure that you go follow Miss Judy and Mr. Xcitement to find out what those other locations are. I will be at Brookwood, so we need volunteers. Make sure that you reach out, please, so that we can have the help that we need. If you want to donate a dish, you can do that as well. All help is great help. So thank you so much. We appreciate everybody and you as well for doing this. Shout out to Sherelle with Stay Productions and Tasty Plates for being a part of this as well.
Thank you.
Yes. So we're going to get right into it because we want to, have time to talk about the two of you as a couple and just really get to know y'all. How long have y'all been married, and then how long have y'all been together overall?
So this is our 10th year of actually being together. We celebrated 10 years since I met you. I should have sent you that picture of the first time we met each other, but it's 10 years, and we're 8.5 going toward next April will be 9 years married. I know, right?
Wow, 9 years. Okay, so 10 years, and then I heard 9 years married. So that means y'all had like a pretty intense courtship. How did y'all meet?
Facebook.
Of all things, I'm so embarrassed, but yeah, Facebook.
No, don't be.
I'm serious, and it wasn't like in the dating thing or any of that, but it was like I can't remember how we became friends.
I invited her to my birthday party, and she went crazy.
I did.
There it is.
You know what?
I just inboxed, and I was inboxing people and telling them to come out to the party or whatever.
And it was during the day, so I was like, okay, that's safe. I can come to the park during the day. That's cool. You gotta be careful out here sometimes. But I broke probably one of the rules, that so many rules out here, and I'm like, throw those rules away, because I met his family the first day, right?
Oh yeah, because it was his birthday party.
The first day, because it was his birthday party, and so all the cousins and the mom and the children, and it was wild. It was a bunch of people.
Yeah, I can imagine. So you go to this birthday party, and you got this man, and so did y'all know each other? Had y'all met before?
That was probably the first time we met. We had just kind of maybe said hey or tagged each other in something online, but we really didn't know each other. That was the first time we'd seen each other in person.
Wow.
So she came up, in her Jeep. And she was like, I'm here. And I said, who in the world are you? My mind. I was like, who in the world are you? I played it off like, oh, okay.
No, he didn't. He left me down there with all the stuff I bought and said, stay right here. I'll be right back.
Right here. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
cousins came from Florence, and I told them, I say, find out who this is, please. Please find out who this is. So they went over there and they started talking to her or whatever, and they was like, "That's Judith," and I was
Okay,
like, "Okay, I know who that is now."
there we
And so
go.
started talking, and flirting with her and stuff like that. I was flirting with her the whole time. She took me serious. So
Okay.
I
I
did.
had an after party. I had an after party, and she said that she wasn't able to make the after party,
No,
because it
no,
was at
tell the story
nighttime.
correct. He called me 10 times
There's two
to
sides
come.
to every story, y'all. There's two
Yeah,
sides.
he called me 10 times to come to this after party. And I was like, no, I'm not coming. I just met you. It's dark. I'm not going to the club.
Right.
But he called my house 10 times. I was like, what is wrong with this person?
Yeah. So then, um, I was like, okay, well, we can go out to eat the next day. So we went out to eat the next day, and she fell in love with me.
Ooh,
I, did-
Judy, you putting a lot of stuff on you, Miss
And
Judy.
I told
I
her,
know, right?
I said, I'm kind of crazy. And she said, well, I'm kind of crazy too.
I
And
said,
so I was trying to run
I,
her away.
he was. And I told him, I said, well, let me see if my crazy matches your crazy. And
Okay.
then we're good, right? We're good.
Right, right, right,
Yeah.
right.
But
And
yeah.
come to find out, she was crazier than I was.
So, um, but I don't know if you can see it from there, but this is the picture of the first day we met.
Oh, yes. Okay. I remember you showing me that picture a while ago.
So it's like we don't look like we somebody who just met each other. I mean, but that's the way
You
it
see how she
was.
was all over me? Show that picture
I
again.
was not all over you.
Look at that picture again. Look at
Oh
that picture.
no, it looked like you were all
Oh,
over her, Mr. Excitement. Looked like you was excited to be over her.
yeah,
Thank
I was
you.
so excited. Yeah.
But yeah, we kind of just really bonded.
Yeah.
And we literally, except for like, 2 trips where I had to go take care of family, we have not been apart since that first day.
I
And
love it.
it was just something that clicked really, really early on.
Hmm.
So it was maybe about a year and almost a year and a half of dating, and then we got married.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. When did you all? It sounded like Chuck kind of knew right off, but Judy, when did you realize that he was the one?
Well, I'm gonna be real. It was really by the third or fourth date. I told the same cousin that I met. I said, I think this is it. I think this is the person. And
Like,
she looked at me like I had 4 heads. She was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, not
Yeah,
Chuck.
I think this is it. And I do remember there was a point in which I called my sister and I told her, I said, I think I've met the one. And she was like, well, how do you know? And I said, we've been out dancing till 2 in the morning and then we
Mhm.
get up and go to church. I said, this is what I need. Somebody who
Yeah,
can dance and somebody who can pray with me. You know what I'm saying? You don't want somebody who's so much on one side or the other. And Chuck was just it. He was like,
yeah.
yeah, go out dancing. But at the same time, he was like, I
If you
do,
can go to the club, you can go to
you
church.
can go to church. And I was like,
Okay,
okay, okay,
okay.
that attitude. So it was very early on that we just, like I said, kind of meshed. I mean, I'm not gonna say everything you know yourself. Everything hasn't been perfect, but there
Right.
was something that really got stuck between the two of us that even all in all these years, we've just really not been able to say, okay, this was a mistake or this is wrong or I don't want to be with this person. You
Yeah.
know, and it has really been I think we both are still kind of pinching ourselves. Like, if you don't know, both of us have been married before. Chuck once. I have
Hmm.
been married literally twice before.
Hmm.
And those relationships did not last, and they didn't last very long either. So for us now, when we're looking at 9 years, we're both like, wow, you know, and it doesn't feel like we're tired, it feels like we still have so much more to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know that you were saying that y'all met and it was really important to you that y'all were able to enjoy each other, but also pray together. Um, and I know Chuck, you used to have a group, or you might still have it, have the group. Is it Single and Saved?
Yeah, single, saved, and serious.
Single saved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Single, Saved, and Serious. Okay. Do you still have that?
No,
Okay.
Judy made me get rid of it.
I did not.
But
He was like single.
Right. I mean, you could have helped other single people connect.
yeah,
Yeah, we kind of moved on from that because we weren't single. The goal
Right.
was to have younger people who were single,
Mhm.
kind of go on and take it up. Um, but everything that we did during that time is so important to where we are now.
Mhm.
We cut our teeth on our events back then. We got to know different groups back then, and a lot of the same people we talked to back then are still in our lives now.
Nice. Nice. That's
That's
important.
great, but it's still a great um, focus and idea because it really is about if you are a person of faith, you should be able to be that person in public. You should be able to express your faith in public, and then also you should also know how to have a good time, how to
Right.
relax. You know what I'm saying?
and how to be serious.
And how to be serious in your faith,
Yeah,
but still have
in your
fun.
relation. No, but even in relationships, and with men and women, right? If you're in a position where you want to date or
Ruh-roh.
you have to be, I'm sorry, that was my cousin calling me,
No
but you
worries.
have to be intentional. I guess
Mhm.
that's where I'm going at, be at a point
Yeah,
to be intentional within your single, saved, and serious lifestyle.
yeah,
So that's where it was. Just saying that, there are men out here, because the society will paint the picture, especially amongst black men, that there are no good black men out here, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
however, you do have men out here that are single, saved, and serious and intentional. We
Mhm.
might have, our ways or whatever, but there are a lot of men out here that are intentional. So you
Mhm.
have to, look for that person that matches your energy.
yeah. And you have to be intentional in your dating. I think
Yeah.
when I met Chuck, that was my whole thing. Like, I wasn't dating to just because I had nothing better to do.
Right.
I wasn't dating to just kind of waste time and that sort of thing. I believed I was a good wife, and I even though I had had like past failures, I was like, you know what, God, I believe I'm a good wife. I believe I can be. If
Mhm.
you help me, I'm gonna be out here. And it was all about being very intentional, not playing games, especially the mind games. No mind games
Hmm.
whatsoever.
Right.
Being really, really honest. I used to tell Chuck, look, too much honesty, but just really dealing with that honesty and cutting through a lot of the games that people do because they're maybe, I hate to use the word insecure, but people sometimes want to hide. And it's like, no, if you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person, you really want to get to know them.
Hmm.
Right.
So that it was an excellent idea. It was the basis of our friendship and then relationship and then marriage and still marriage.
Right. Right. I think it's really important to
Can't hear you.
be intentional. I
Can't
know.
hear you.
Uh-oh. Ah, why can't you hear me? I don't know. Can you still not hear me? No?
No, we still can't hear you.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. What happened? What did I do? Okay, what about now? No? All right, let's
The
check.
phone did knock it off.
Can we be heard? Hold on. I'm going to check and see if people can hear us. Okay, now?
Oh, shucks. Yeah, no.
No, I can hear you. Okay, I'll be right back.
You might have to go back out, come back in.
Let me see.
Tiffany, we might try to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't do that.
Yes, because I can hear y'all online. Yeah, it's okay. All right. So while we're waiting for them to come back, we were talking to Miss Judy and Mr. Excitement or Brandon Chuck Brown about their courting and how they met, and we were talking specifically about his movement, the Single Saved and Serious movement, and how that movement actually transitioned them into being married. But what I also heard is that they had to change the way they had to change the way that they moved forward because they were no longer single, right?
Yeah.
They were now in a relationship and also progressing into marriage. And so that part of his focus turned to being a mate, being a husband, and all of those great things.
Yeah. Get back.
Okay, good. So one of the big things I wanted to talk to you all tonight, and something that I'm not really shy about, but get criticized a lot, is I'm very open about a lot of things. But we know that there is a difference. Sometimes there's a difference between your public relationship, what people see, versus your private relationship. So do you find that that's a struggle for the two of you, especially the roles that you play, being an advocate for the community, being a host, so how is that hard for y'all to navigate your public versus private relationship?
Not for me, because I
I
tell
was,
it.
I
I
was about to
mean,
say Chuck ain't got no filter. You know that.
I was gonna say Chuck, me and Chuck, we little like yeah, girl, no, come on over here.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's probably a lot harder for me, because I'm in this nonprofit world, and I'm a United Way partner, and you begin to move in these circles, and there's also a lot of regulation around this whole election. I had to just be quiet because
Yeah,
as a nonprofit leader you're not supposed to even have the hint that you're endorsing or
right.
whatever. And so yeah, sometimes I find it a little bit restrictive because I'm just like, hey, I just want to be me.
Right.
And like even tonight, I know there's some people, if they listen in and they're like, oh, that's Judy, the trainer, the advocate, out
Yeah.
here being silly. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I got a whole silly side to me, you know?
Yeah.
And so for me, I think I feel that a little bit more of that whole professional, what do I look like? I represent a community of people. Chuck don't care.
Yeah.
And and he
Yeah.
has taught me though, let me tell you something. He's
Mhm.
taught me how to not care. To be like, if you got something to say, just go ahead and say it. Don't put on a face and try to, smile and look like everything is okay. Just be real.
Yeah.
And but I still have to
Mhm.
tiptoe. I still
Yeah,
have to
I
tiptoe.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Chuck? I know that you're the more straightforward and, this is me, this is me type. But how has it been for you, being married or courting someone who is a little more private and not as
Well,
used to being open?
it gives me room to run my mouth a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because she can't
Ah,
say but so much. She's restricted. So,
Right.
like, oh, okay, you restricted. Well, I'm unrestricted. So,
Right.
therefore, I can say what I want to
what is
say,
that?
how
Oh
I
my
want to say it,
goodness.
or whatever. So, it gives me more freedom.
Yeah.
When you see somebody, it's like when you have a dog on a leash, like a dangerous dog or whatever, and that dog will bite the living daylights out of you, and you just play with it and
Yeah.
throw stuff at it or whatever, and you like, oh yeah, I could do anything I want to you. You can't get me. So yeah,
Right.
it's just like that,
Yeah. I mean, but
and
what's
keep on a
funny?
leash, just keep her. The
You know
way she
what? He's so
is.
funny. I will tell you this: people will come to me, sometimes shocked, clutching pearls about Chuck, and
Mhm.
I'd be like, "That's the way Chuck has always been. Where you been?" I'm like,
I was gonna say,
you got to just get over that, And people are expecting me to be shocked. I married him. I know what
yeah,
he's like.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm like, you just got to get over it. And or I'll tell people, I say, hey, if it's really too hot and for you, unfriend, mute, whatever you got to do. I
yeah.
said, but this is the way he's going to be.
Right.
And if you thought that you could come and maybe put division between us, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
We care about each other enough that we allow each other. I mean, every once in a while, I might say to her, look, Chuck, take that down.
Yeah. Bring,
you
bring
know,
it in. Bring
something,
it
just a little bit.
in.
But most of the, I know who he is, and I know he doesn't come from a place of meanness. There's not a real mean bone. Now, Chuck can be petty, but there's still no mean bone in his body. And
Yeah.
so, if he's telling you something, it's probably the truth. You just don't
Mhm.
want to hear it or
Right.
deal with it. But he's very much about honesty, and I sometimes sit back and just watch. I feel like this is gonna be good. Where's my popcorn?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And that's one thing that I like about Chuck, and I guess I kind of see it myself because I'm the same way. The last maybe 3 or 4 years, I've been all about being authentic and being authentically me. Because I believe everybody has different sides to them, and you
Yeah.
have to get to know people to be able to love and respect every side of them. Um, and it just got to the point for me, just going through a divorce and kind of, trying to heal from that. It's like,
Yeah.
this is me. This is who I am. When I started my lingerie line, people were just like, oh no, you're a community leader and you're talking about this and you're
Right.
doing
You got one for
lingerie.
Judy? You got something for Judy?
You know
I
what? He
do.
does.
I
We've had
do.
conversations. Calm
I
down.
got
Okay,
you, Judy.
how revealing are
Calm
As
down.
revealing
being
as
about?
you want.
they? Okay. All
Don't
right.
don't pay him any mind. But the other flip side to in my advocacy, I'm probably more transparent than most people would like me to be in
Yeah.
talking about the community that we serve, which are people with disabilities. And
Mhm.
so I'm very transparent about my own, existence. People that have come here have, we don't mention names, but they've given me permission to tell their
Mhm.
stories. And I think it's very important that at least that part of me, I'm like, I'm going to be in your face
Right.
because you need to understand the issues and you need to understand the problems that are going on here. But
Mhm.
I'm still working on it now. I'm getting to a certain age that I said, look, my mouth might
Right.
get and I'm not a person who can't tell their age. I'm
Yeah.
60 this year, and I'm like, look at here,
Yeah.
y'all ain't gonna act like this. I mean, the
Yeah.
whole Mama Judy is gonna be real and tell
Yeah.
y'all how to behave yourselves. But so I'm getting to the point of doing that. But
Yeah.
I was brought up in that era of, young ladies don't speak like that and da 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 da. And
Yeah.
I'm throwing a lot of that out the window because it doesn't serve us. We
Yeah.
need to be honest and authentic.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I keep looking back at him because when we dated 10, 12 years ago, I wasn't doing any of the stuff I'm doing now.
Doing
I
now.
wasn't out in the community. I didn't have businesses. I wasn't wearing lingerie all over social media. I wasn't doing any of that. And so I keep looking back at him like, he just, when he goes with me to events, he's used to people coming up to me with me mingling, giving hugs and all that kind of stuff because that's just me, and he
That's
doesn't
who you
have
are now. Yeah.
any insecurities about it at all.
I don't.
And the same for him. In New York, he's very well known, and every time we go somewhere, somebody knows him. So we've learned to sit back and respect one another, but also like applaud one another, and
Yeah.
and cheerlead for one another, and accept one another because he knows me. He knows me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's an important thing, that whole, what I call work love balance,
Mhm.
being a public person carries these kinds of weights and things. I'm also now on the community relations committee for the city of Charlotte. So I guess there's supposed to be a certain kind of protocol, but I'm like, look at here, you know, people
This
know
Miss
that
Judy, y'all. This is Miss Judy.
this is Miss Judy, this is Mama Judy. You got to
Yeah,
get over that,
right.
and I'm not going to drag y'all through the mud or say anything really repulsive, but at the same
Mhm.
time the honesty is the most important thing. And I think that's what we've really learned how to do is to accept, he is Mr. Excitement. You know,
Mhm.
I walk into a room and people are like, oh yeah, Mr. Excitement. That's how I introduce him.
Right.
So we just have to get comfortable with, that public persona as
Mhm.
well as, okay, drop that at the door in the house. I'm just Judy,
Right. 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 Yeah.
and I work at home, so there's times I have to turn off the job at all completely.
Yeah. You do.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead. um. Well. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, this I agree and concur. Being yourself, being authentic is that's what that's what a lot of us are. We're basing on that. Like
It's
it's
important.
very very important, and especially got family who's modeling and seeing also what we're doing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like the little ones, and for me also our older ones. They still who still think they got it. They can see also, like, what, when you get to this age, guess what? You still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son tells me now, he was like, Pops, a lot of my friends, man, he was like, man, they pops are like sloppy. They're all over the place. They don't know. I was like, see, I think we turned out all right. I need you to slow it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you talked about the work love balance, and you all are super busy. And I know Chuck, you got a promotion at work, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. Working
Okay.
with kids.
Yeah.
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 You got
Yeah.
a promotion at work.
Yeah. He's a behavioral modification tech for CMS, and
And I can see
working.
him doing that job. Woo! I can see him doing that,
See,
Mr. Excitement.
he's an absolute natural with these
Yes.
children. I mean, I
Yes.
would have lost my temper and somebody's child might be in trouble, but Chuck, for some reason, now he does come home and vent to me,
Hmm.
but he is so good with these young people.
I can see
Um,
him doing that.
So he's in ABA. Huh?
So
Yeah.
not ABA.
No.
Well, so he does the behavior. So in the schools they have specific. Well, I'll let him tell you what he does.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah, don't
when
tell him
your
what it is.
kids get out of order, I
Mhm.
call you and tell you that your kids are out of order, or there are gonna be some consequences that go on
This is
behind
who the teacher
your
calls when
kids
the kid
being
in the
out of order.
classroom cutting up. They
Yeah.
call
Cutting
Mr.
Yeah.
Chuck to come and get
Yeah.
them.
he's working
Yeah.
Yeah.
on that
Come get them
behavior.
out and send them
Mm-hmm.
right there to ISS.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. In
school
school
Same.
suspension.
suspension, children,
Mhm.
things that are going on, activities. So it's a lot of that, and I mean it's a stressful thing because sometimes you come through this door, and the first half hour, I'm like, well, how much? What I say? How are you doing? How was your
Yeah.
day? Because
Yeah.
I know you need to get that out.
Them
Yeah.
damn kids.
Them,
Well,
Them
I
damn
mean,
kids.
I got out of the school system because the children are so
I
disrespectful.
don't know how he
Lord
does
have
it.
They
mercy.
are
I don't know how he does it.
no.
What is going on with these kids these days?
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, and the girls, oh my good, they're worse than the
girls. Are,
You
boys.
know, I just had a conversation with two people about that. And right now, like I spoke for the custodians, but now it's time to speak for the whole entire school system, right?
Right.
Now it's time to speak for the BMTs,
Mm-hmm.
teachers, the bus drivers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the angle that I'm looking at. That really got to deal with these children and the behavioral issues of these children, right? Especially when you're in school.
Mm-hmm.
When you like these days, it's like kids don't take school as serious.
Seriously, yeah.
You know, anybody that goes to school just to want to fight. I've never
Mhm.
heard it, especially a female. Females are used to, you know, when I was coming up, they wanted to look pretty and wanted the
Right.
boys to chase them. They wasn't
Right.
going back and forth trying to box boys or
Mhm.
going big or going on IG trying to fight girls in the
Yeah.
middle of the day in school. They were trying to basically look good.
Yeah.
So it's a different time. So it's like, how do you bring our era back to, within these school systems?
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
so it's just, when it's like, how do you change things, but you got to be the change.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I look at it as the angle of, you know, how could I be the change to change things around?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With these
Lead
kids.
by example, yeah.
Lead by example. And they
Yeah.
might not get it now. Lord have mercy, they don't get it now. But hopefully within the next 5 to 10 years, they'll really get
And
what I'm trying
remember,
to do
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
remember what I
Yeah.
tried to do.
What grade are you working with?
6th through 8th.
Okay, so
6th
middle
through 8th,
school.
middle school.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
elementary
Yeah.
school.
And that's a tough age
Yes,
too,
it
because
is.
you're
Thinking about
between still being a baby and wanting to be an adult.
An adult,
Yeah.
yeah. And I remember when middle school, like you really weren't trying to be the high school. Like there were
Right.
certain things you dealt with in high school, he's dealing with now in
Yeah.
middle school. And it's amazing that our children, they say weaker but wiser. They're so smart and they're so advanced. But what do you
Mhm.
call them? He calls them goofy. He said they just walking around being
Goofy.
goofy,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
because
They're
they're still
not,
kids.
they're all not bad kids. And I think that's within these school systems in
Mhm.
general. A lot of times it's of course the way the system is set up. That's point blank period.
That's
You
true.
know, it's the way the system is set up. So it looks like they may be bad, but the only thing you really got to do is put a real big consequence on their tails, and they'll
Mhm.
straighten up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kids get away with a lot more than we got away with. And I had this conversation earlier today. You know, we couldn't, you know, go to school just to fight. If we go to school to fight and come back home, our mamas will tear us up, right? You
Right.
know what I
You
mean?
got to
Like
fight when you got home.
it'll be heavy, when
right,
you get home.
right.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, oh, you got into a fight. Oh, okay. You want to go to Applebee's or IHOP? You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
Did you beat him up?
yeah.
Right,
So
right.
the consequences,
Yeah.
there's no consequences, and it's like if the school system was to do something, and I'll say it, the school system is so scared right now that if the parents say something, it'll be some type of retaliation.
Retaliation
Mhm.
or
You know what I
Very
lawsuit,
true.
mean?
a lawsuit
Or
or
a
something like
lawsuit.
that. Yeah, so
So
it's very difficult.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you have to learn how to what's up? You
Very,
have to learn how to change. How would you be the change? How would you change things? And I tell people all the time, it's time to address these issues. You know what I mean? Like school system needs to protect staff.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. And the
Mhm.
school system has to stand up against these parents, especially if they know they're manipulative, and the guardians, if they're
Mhm.
manipulative in the
Mhm.
situation. Like, it's got to change in order
Yeah.
for the better.
Yeah.
And you'll see more people that want to come back to the school system or stay in the school system.
yeah.
So
Nice. Nice.
You see, he passionate about it, so I love
Oh,
it. I love it.
definitely. Definitely.
But speaking of schools, I want to bring up CABS with Charlotte Anti-Bully Squad, which will be hitting schools all around through the area. We're going to be spreading awareness about bullies and the whole situation. Either male or female, bullying is whack. Let's just call it. Let's just call it out. These same individuals that encounter bullies it don't always end well, and
Yeah.
people need to know what the end result is. And actually, the people who do the bullying, the people that do the bullying, the results of that, it doesn't end well. So
Right.
people really need to understand the impact of bullying. Um, our kids are the ones that are encountering this, and if you are living in a state like North Carolina, where it's an open carry state, and you have a situation where a kid is being bullied, it can escalate in a matter of 1 to 1,000.
Moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moments.
So look out for cabs.
Okay.
Charlotte Anti-Bully
Love
Squad.
that.
Maybe
Love
we
that.
will be coming up representing. We will be speaking to the youth, spreading love. And me, I'll be out there literally getting and giving hugs. Like I want people to know, like, you need to spread love. Spread love. It's like spread love and spread love fast. A lot of situations in regarding to be bullying anyone is just all misunderstanding. People want to be a certain way or try to impress another certain person or another type of group or whatever the case may be, and then you start bullying. But it's all whack. So let's spread love.
Yeah, and a lot of times the bully is having their own issues at home, which is the reason why they're doing what they're doing.
Right, the behaviors that they're doing. Yeah.
And if they had that hug, they wouldn't be out here trying to bully.
And no, they got their butts locked up, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. They need their butts to go to jail.
Yeah.
They need to be in jail.
Yes, definitely. With y'all being so busy, how do y'all make time for each other? Like, do y'all make like certain days that y'all spend with each other? Do y'all have date nights? How do y'all make time for each other?
Yeah, we try to set appointments at least.
That's what he calls them. Set appointments, which I cannot stand to be run by a clock. But
I was about to say, I don't like appointments.
I don't like appointments, but that's what he calls them.
Yeah.
We just, you know what it is, like at the end of the day. And I mean, you may have known because I think I talked to you. I actually slowed my schedule down because it was impacting my health. And what that has allowed me to do is that, he comes to the door by a certain time. And usually, not every day, not every night I'm free, but I'm cooking dinner, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll say, let's go get something to eat. And we have our car dates. We just sit in the car like two teenagers and talk and eat, you know what I'm saying? And have a good time. On the weekends, we tried it. Now, the weekends can get busy because Mr. Xcitement is out doing events. Right. But we try to have some time. I think like this last weekend, we didn't have, the calendar was empty. And I was like, what?
Yeah, Saturday.
Like that's always a shock when you have an empty weekend. I know it is for me.
This past Saturday, we just laid
in the bed and acted, like a Saturday morning when you were kids. Yeah. And you just didn't really, try to do anything. And I mean, at first you start to feel guilty. You're like, you should be up doing something.
No,
he didn't feel guilty. I was like, God, we should be up doing something. But we really, we felt good just taking that time.
Real good.
It's so crazy. So yeah, we try to just carve out that time. And there's times that, I'm like, okay, after certain time. We don't have like fast rules for it, but it's like, okay, the conversations should come to an end. There's a couple of nights a month that I have late meetings, but other than that, Judy's not trying to give my evenings to the whole community. Right. I'm trying to, spend some time with my husband.
Yeah, we'll go out to eat every now and then. Applebee's, Golden Corral.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we'll do anything from cookout to Ruth Chris. We're not particular. We're not like, it's got to be this high end thing. No, it's McDonald's. Like McDonald's or Cook. He is the king of cookout. I'm telling you right now. So
I had it yesterday.
Well, that's the only thing open around here. We're in Kannapolis, so that's the only thing after midnight.
Yeah, that's open late. Yep. Yeah. So, and we've done that whole thing, sit in the parking lot and just shoot and eat and watch people. I mean, we try to find ways to spend the time together to kind of just decompress from whatever he's got in school or I've got to deal with in the community or on our unfortunate political levels.
Yeah.
So, we prioritize that time. That's one thing we do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah. We have how many kids in the house?
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6?
Ouch. God
We have
bless you.
6 kids in the house between
Yeah.
the 2 of us.
So yeah, it's a little army.
Yeah. So
A lot of
making
How
time.
many cats? Look, I done heard the kittens earlier. How many cats?
Yes, we have 6 cats right now.
4 kittens and 2 the mother and the father.
Y'all
Yeah.
are outnumbered. What?
Yes.
No, no.
And a dog. My son's dog is here
Oh,
too.
good
Jesus.
Lord.
Yeah. So if anybody wants a kitten, we have
Y'all
2
bigger
kittens
than the
available.
Brady Bunch.
I know
Right.
y'all got more going on. But
Yes.
yeah, it's just really just carving out that time. Like every once in a while, now, I don't take him up on it that often, but every once in a while, he's going to take a shower. He'd be like, "Want to take a shower with me?"
Mhm.
And just little things like that break you from just running past each other all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you really have to, take that time to say, okay, wait, let's sit for a minute,
Mhm. Yeah.
or find something you guys can do together, not you personally, but just find things you can do together so that, because sometimes you'll have like 5 events or 3 or 4 events on a weekend.
Yeah.
And, he gets back and he's tired, but, lately now we've been trying to at least watch one football game together on Sunday. That's
Okay.
another
I
thing.
love that.
We
I love
sit
football.
down and try to do one game, and
Okay.
I'm making all the finger food and
Nice.
treating it
Okay.
like a party.
Okay.
Yeah,
Invite us over. We want to watch a game with y'all. We'll bring a
yeah,
dish.
we got the finger food going and we just
Yeah.
have, we do that time. Or, we got that big speaker. We do the karaoke in the living room too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, sometimes if we have people over, we just have
Mhm.
that fun time
Yeah.
that is not about, work.
Yeah.
Because work takes
Yeah.
up so much.
Yeah. Well, I know I wanted to see if I can get a tad bit personal, just a tad bit personal.
Uh-huh.
I know that. So both
I
you
get
and I
nervous
talk.
when you say that, Tiffany, but
No,
go
go
ahead.
I promise it won't be bad. But I think it's important. So with me, I know I have fibromyalgia, and so I have some form of pain every day.
Yeah.
Every day. It doesn't matter. On some level, I have some form of pain every day. And I know that you also have the same. And so when it comes to intimacy, how do you work around that? Because if I'm in pain every day, and then it's like I have a 2 or 3 flares or 2 or 3 days where I'm just like, I'm in too much pain, I feel sorry for my man over here because I'm just like, don't touch me. Because now it's getting to the point I have that now where if you touch me, it hurts. So I know you and I talked about this, but how do you navigate being intimate when you have health concerns that make you not feel so sexy sometimes?
This is an important question because, and I think we talked about it, but I don't know, people may be listening.
Mm-hmm.
So about a couple of years ago, I had a back surgery, and it actually caused nerve damage,
Mm.
and that nerve damage was extensive. I went into instant menopause, like the cycle just stopped.
I did too.
And so it was like, and as women, we're hormonal. So there was no flow, there was no cycle. It was just like boop, it's gone.
Yeah.
And it was hard. If I tell you it was hard, and I'm very honest because I told him right from the beginning, I said, listen, I have no idea how this is gonna be.
Yeah.
If you'd like to go, and I pause this to say this happened 1 year into our marriage. We were only married 1 year. So, whatever was going on before was wonderful, and suddenly now it is a problem.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna sing his praises. First of all, this was probably the most patient person I had ever met. I mean, like I said, I've been married before. I've been cheated on. I've had boyfriends. I've been cheated on. Chuck was like, "You're the person I want to be with, and we're gonna work this out." Look at him. Oh, but it was true because his eyes wasn't about, well, I just got to get satisfied. Not that he didn't get frustrated, but and so that in turn made me like, oh, we're gonna work this out.
Right.
We're gonna
Right.
figure something out.
Right.
And I mean, oh gosh, okay, you want to get personal. It was by any means
Only as much as you're
necessary.
comfortable.
It was by any means necessary. I literally went to my doctor and I said, I have this issue. I'm married. I have a young husband and I need to be able to function. And right now, nothing is functioning. And they sent me off to like the pelvic floor exercises. They sent me to, it was a neurologist that whole area of my body. We were like, what works? And then we just kept trying.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of times that, and I'm even doing them now. I've been doing the Epsom salts bath. I got to do these baths to kind of calm things down. Showers help me. Worst comes to worst, Judy will take a pill because this is how important this is for closeness, for intimacy.
Yeah.
And I will say that in all this time, our sex life has survived. It's not as often probably as he wants it. It's nowhere near what he would love.
Yeah.
But at the same time, his patience makes me want to come back.
So what about tonight?
That's right. Hold up to it. She said it on live, Chuck. If you said it on live, she gotta do it.
So we get off this dog.
But yeah, that's a hard one because it messes with your mind. So I don't know if that happens for you, but for me, I had never had a problem my whole entire life. So for suddenly this to happen, it messed with my mind. Like, I'm still a woman. I still want to be seen as desirable. I still want to have an orgasm. But, this body of mine is so frustrating.
Yeah.
But we do by any means necessary. I mean, we have our what I call our lotions and potions and pills and
we got some stuff.
we got
now.
some stuff.
We got some stuff.
We do what we got to do.
Can I show them my stuff?
No, we cannot show them. But the thing of it is, it's all about, hey, let's do what we got to do. There was a point in which I would have to get ready in my mind before he was even saying anything to me because it would take me so long. And if that involved me watching something, if that involved me, I'm actually going to tell you what it is. There's an app called Rosie.
Okay.
And Rosie, one, talks about the different issues that a woman could have throughout her age or throughout dealing with illness. It has some erotica on there.
Okay.
It has some imagery where you just sit and do this whole mental meditation about your body and sexual activity. I loved it because it was like Rosie, SROSY. ROSY. It helped
I spelled it wrong.
me prepare for the time that we would have together.
Right.
So I'm glad you brought this up because there's people out here, man. When I was diagnosed, and my condition is called Cardiac equine syndrome, CES, and I also have the what is it called? The regional pain disorder. I have that as well. People have lost their marriages over the effects that this has had in their marriage, and so I'm very proud to say that we survived.
Right.
But it is a conscious effort on my part to.
Is it ROSY?
ROSY. It's right
okay,
there.
I got it. Download now.
That was my doggone primary doctor who gave me that. I was like, you're the best primary doctor in the planet because there's sometimes you can't even have this conversation with your doctors, So she was very proactive in being like, no, you're in a marriage. You want that marriage to succeed. It's going to be difficult, but these are the things that we can do. And I mean, there's just some days that I got to tell them, I said, not today, not now, and I know it's very frustrating. I try not to do it in a mean way, but I'd be like, when that whole not being able to be touched or even have a blanket on you is,
It's
it's hard. It's really
tough.
hard.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely wanted to bring it up because again, we dated 12 years ago and we were like rabbits. Now it's just like I want to be a rabbit, but I need to hop.
Okay, I want to be a
I wanna
rabbit.
be a
I didn't
rabbit.
want to turn into a turtle and a tortoise.
Right.
I really no, but
Exactly.
but this is the thing, and this is like I said, Chuck's patience taught me that he was here for the long haul because nobody stays the way they were.
Right.
When you were younger,
Mhm.
it could just be one car accident, and all of a sudden you're dealing with paralysis or something else. We really have to be here for the whole person
Mhm.
because nobody's gonna stay the
Yeah.
exact same.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, 2 years ago I had a heart scare.
Mhm.
And that was like, okay, wait, can I do anything? Can I get excited?
Right.
You know,
Right.
and it was hard. It was scary. You were almost like, I don't want my heart to beat fast. But
Exactly.
we've got to talk about these things and let people, get to the point. He talking about hurry up and get off this phone. I see you. I know
I'm
my
a whole
husband.
lot, I'm a whole lot of what she said
Remember what you
on
said.
live.
Remember what you said. Remember what you said. It's
Mhm.
live. So okay, so Chuck, for you, and I'm bringing this question up for Rodri. How is it for you as a man having to, one, support your wife who's going through this pain, but then also being a man, you still have needs. So
Mhm.
how is it for you as a husband, having to support your wife in this, but then also taking care of yourself?
Well, taking care of myself.
You know what? I,
Yeah,
I
taking
kind of
care of
shouldn't.
myself.
I shouldn't expected less. Like from what I'm knowing from gatherers, and I was about to pull the black book out, but I'm like, he was like, "No."
Well,
Yeah.
I
Live.
mean,
I was about to say something else.
can
He
we
pulled
really
the
be
black
carte
hand out.
blanche? Can we really be carte blanche? Chuck would
Yes.
be like, look, if you can just rub my chest, come over here and kiss, he's
Yeah.
like, be involved in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, but get down there and see what you can do. And I'm like, there's days that I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I can do that. And then
Yeah.
there's other days that I can't even do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but we try to keep each other involved. It's still not sort of like, I get frustrated and I'd be like, Chuck, just take care of
Yeah.
yourself, leave me alone.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm not trying to push him off because, again, you don't really want this to be a one person sport. You know what I'm saying? You really want to keep intimacy between the two of you over the long haul.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so, yeah, he'll take care of himself, but there's a lot of times people like, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just touch my kiss. Just
Just
kiss me.
Yeah.
touch me. Just kiss me. And I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna try, or because the fatigue is another thing that you probably deal
Yes.
with as
Yes.
well. And
Yes.
there's some reason, and you're like, mentally, you're like, I should not be this tired.
Mhm.
But it is a physical thing, and you're like, I can't fight. There's sometimes you can do it, and sometimes you just can't fight it.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll figure out a way to fight.
Yeah, yeah, you know,
Hmm.
I love that. I love that.
you know.
When it
Hmm.
comes to, your marriage, I know both of you have been married before. I've been married before. He hasn't. What is your advice, Miss Judy, to women who may have been embarrassed, who may have been married before? We just had Domestic Violence Awareness Month, maybe have been
Yeah.
through trauma before in relationships. What would be your advice to women, um, that might have given up? Because I'm about to be 50. You said you're about to turn 60. What would you say to women over 40 who are just like, I'm done. I can't find a man.
Yeah. Well, one, I did turn 60 in July, so
Oh, okay. Okay, you did turn 60.
yeah. It's hard. Okay, it's very, very hard. I know after my first marriage, I was devastated because I was like the
Mhm.
only person in my family to be divorced. I mean, my sister-in-law went around calling me the divorcee. I was like, what the hell?
That's
This
messed up.
is some
Right. Like,
1950s movie.
right.
But, but literally, I took a lot of time. But I will say this. I made it a point that I wanted to be a healed human being. I did not want to be walking around bitter, broken, busted, disgusted, you know. And I think in our culture right now, we're allowing people to sit unhealed. And that is not good. That is just not good. You've got to heal from the hurt. I'm not saying you're going to be out here gullible, naive, and all that. No, you don't have your eyes open, but you've got to heal on the inside. And we went through that in the first part of our marriage. Was Chuck had been hurt through his first marriage, and I had to deal with him getting over that hurt. So it's men and women who are not getting healed. And so I tell people, one, take care of you. That self-care is important. And then two, start to do the hard work. What they say, the heart work and the hard work of fixing you. I didn't want to be around just being an unhappy person for the rest of my life.
Right.
You know? But I know it's hard. I'm not going to act like it's not easy. So I always tell people when I said that I wanted to go back out and date, I was very intentional. And I think people need to understand what intentional looks like. Do not get sidetracked. You know, it's okay for people to just be your friends.
Right.
Because that's not what you're looking for. It is okay to say that and to put that person in that friend column, and because you're looking for a life mate, if that's what you really want. I know we've got a lot of friends who you want to talk about who just, we see them and we're almost 9 years married and they're still not even dating.
Wow.
They're not dating.
Okay. And
I'm like,
are they not telling you they're dating?
Well, they could be creeping.
Might not be sure.
They could be creeping. We're not saying that, but that's not
right.
What we're
they get in touch.
Yeah, they might be getting touched, but it's not the same.
They ain't just single.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, okay. So my thing is, you got to be real about it. It's like, just want to get touched and then be left alone. That's fine. But I don't think all these people out here want to be like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
no, they don't want to be it, but they're getting their own crush on. They're getting their little loving in the oven. I'll tell you that right now.
And then but my thing is, if you really want to be a healed person and a 100% person, do that healing work. Find out. I had to be real with myself. I was like, well, you've been married twice. You good at business, but you suck at relationship. That was my conversation with me. I was like, you good at business.
Right.
You can run all sorts of stuff, but relationships, you suck.
I said
and I was like, I had to come to grips with, I wasn't always a good judge of character. I was sort of like, as long as we had a couple of things we gelled on, we were great. Yeah. And this would last forever. Well, no, that ain't what's builds forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to come to grips with some reality of how I was doing it. And I think that's where we're at now. People got to do this. Look in the mirror. What do you got to do about you? Because you shouldn't still be having the same you picking the same MO over and over again, hoping for something to be different.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. But I don't really want to I don't like having to tell women what to do. I just like, if you desire something, go after it.
Right.
We tell people to do that when it comes to a job, a business, or whatever. Go after it.
Yeah.
And what do you got to do with you? Right?
Transparent.
What do we have to do in ourselves? What do we have to look for that's different in the person? Maybe we got to make some decisions about ourselves. Now, in the old days, Judy thought she was just going to travel all over the place. Well, that doesn't make great long-term relationships if you always out, operating out of a suitcase.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to change and say, well, what really creates longevity?
Right.
That's that's what we go for, is longevity.
Yeah.
So I mean, for women, yeah,
Hmm.
let's and
Heal.
stop hanging out with 50 million women getting drunk.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Say it again.
yeah.
Stop hanging out with every single girlfriend you got,
And
overeating and getting drunk.
I'm gonna
Stop
add
it.
single girlfriends on top of that. If you in a relationship,
Thank you.
don't stop. I mean, you can have your single girlfriends, but
You can have your girls' night out.
you can have your girls' night out, yes, but
Have a
surround
balance.
yourself.
Yeah, have a
Surround
balance.
yourself, yes, with other couples, with other healthy relationships. And that's what I'm trying to do differently this time. I feel like I needed to do something differently. Like you said, I keep making bad decisions, and I had to look at myself in the mirror. And I don't know if y'all saw in my little clip when I was talking about our interview, but I was like, you all actually were very helpful with me with, coming to terms with myself and the things that were happening, over the last few years. And I had to look at myself to see what I was doing in the marriage that broke it down. And then also I realized that I wasn't as close to God as I needed to be.
Yeah.
And that came from some trauma that I had gone through, that was related to religion. But talking to you all, I remember we were at somebody's house. It was a cookout. I don't know if it was 4th of July or something, where we were sitting
I
out.
remember. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And we were just having a very honest conversation. Chuck is always honest with me. He always gonna tell me how he feels. And I'm gonna be honest, there was 1 or 2 times I was like, Chuck, stay in your place. But I loved him for it because I knew it was coming from a good place.
Place. Yeah.
And I thought about it when the relationship ended, and I was like, Tiffany, you got to do some work on yourself. And one of the things was I started praying again, because I felt like I had lost that privilege to pray, because I just was not in a good place and I wasn't loving myself and stuff like that. And so I really needed to do that. So it was really important to me when I moved forward that the person be someone that I can pray with, and that I can worship with and still enjoy and still be me. And I owe that to y'all, because I there was a couple times I talked to y'all and you always talked about prayer and having God in there. And for a while I was just like, no, he's not going to listen to me. He's not going to listen to me. But I started praying, and I realized that was a big part of my life that was missing. And I needed to address the reason why that was missing. Yeah.
You know what?
So do we have anybody listening? Because I can't see comments.
Okay.
I can't see anything. What you see?
Right. So yeah, we have a couple of people. Well, we made sure that we went back and fixed the spelling for the Rosie app, because we want to make sure that we want to make sure the ladies can find it. It's the Rosie, ROSY app. So yeah, I think sometimes we need people that love us and care about us to give us the outside view. And it's not easy. It's not easy to hear, but if you want to change, and if you want to have a better relationship, and you want to have healthy relationships, then you have to look at yourself sometimes, even though it's hard. What about you, Chuck? What would you say to a man that's never been married before? Or maybe just like, I ain't dealing with no women right now. I'm just gonna live a single life. What kind of insight would you give?
Well, a lot of times men say that based off of hurt, because we're so prideful. We're prideful, we're arrogant, and all of that stuff. We're stuck on this society thing that we can't be open with each other. We can be open deep inside with ourselves, right? It's like we can be ourselves to ourselves, which is not being ourselves to anyone else. So that's what we deal with as men, and you really got to see through that in order to, really have a answer to that question.
Yeah.
So if somebody would say, um, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, basically with a man, it's like I'm looking for a relationship, but on top of that, I'm looking for sex too. So I
Mm-hmm.
tell a man, if you ain't looking for a relationship, don't look for sex. I'd also say, um, pray. I'd also say, give everything to God. And, um, most of all, a man just wants you to listen, wants somebody who will listen. And the more you listen to them, the more they open up to where you really have those answers for them, if
Right.
that makes any sense.
Mm.
So you'd have to listen. You'd have to listen to them. And a lot of times when you listen to them, you'll feel their pain, you'll feel their hurt, you'll feel everything in order to have an understanding of where they are in life. But I really, you know, everybody wants to be in a relationship, but it's all about trust.
Yeah.
Can I trust you? I've already been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And once you let me down, then that's my life. Then that's my life.
Right.
Because men basically, when we're hurt, we hurt harder than women. We're just not as emotional. You
Right.
know what I mean? We like we're females when it comes to that, right?
So we're females.
No, I'm serious,
Yeah.
but we don't open ourselves up because of what society would picture us as.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, would
Yeah.
tell us that we were raised in order not to cry because we didn't see our daddies cry, or we didn't see our uncles cry, or we didn't see men cry around us. That doesn't mean that they didn't cry.
Right.
That just means that they didn't cry around
You
us.
didn't see it.
We
Right.
didn't see it.
Yeah.
Um,
And even some, like, women, when we hurt, we tend to go and get a friend. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And men will just
They're not
carry
talking
that
to each
stuff.
other.
and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's why we
they'll
die
carry
early.
it, and yeah. So I've actually been more supportive of Chuck helping and supporting other men because
Mm-hmm.
I see it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I see
Mm-hmm.
it. I'm like, I did have a wonderful dad and I had a wonderful brother.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know my dad and my mom were married 35 years and they actually passed within less than 2 months of each other. They just really
Mm-hmm.
could not do without each other.
Right.
And so I grew up with wonderful positive ideas of what a man could be, but I see men get hurt, and then you just see them in the same seat in the corner of the bar for like the next 10 to 15 years. And you're
Yeah.
like, wait, wait a
Right.
minute, you
Right.
know?
So it's just understanding and just listening to them,
Yeah.
and just praying for them.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
Just because it's something that can be addressed, but it's sort of hard because it's been on our backs for so many
Ingrained. Yeah.
years, for
Yeah.
years upon years upon years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are just conversations that have to go on, right?
Right.
You have
yeah.
to,
You have to
but you
have
have
them.
to have these conversations. But at the same time, you just have to have understanding to listen to that person. But I
Right.
will tell a woman, if that man is saying those things, then don't bother with him, and you'll really see where he is within his life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You'll really see the direction of what he's trying to do. You
Yeah.
know.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Well, this has been amazing. Thank y'all so much. I would love to have y'all back because I feel like we can continue talking, but we're already over.
I
But
figured. I was like, wait a minute.
yes, yeah, we are way over. I just looked. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. So, but this has been really good because I think it's important for people, and especially those who have watched, for for people to see what is working, for couples that are successful, and it's just really important now in my life and where I am to be able to showcase healthy relationships. And so I appreciate y'all coming on and doing that, and really supporting people in staying connected and putting God in their relationships. So thank y'all so much. I
You're welcome.
appreciate y'all. And next time y'all want to watch some Sunday football, give us a call.
We'll give you a call. Do some karaoke.
Yes, yes, yes,
All
yes.
right. Yeah,
Yes,
you'll see
thank
it.
y'all
Just
so
watch out
much.
for the post. Look, what I tell people all the time. Hold on, Sugar Bear. I know you were ready to get it on, but
You know what? I didn't say a word,
but
but
I'm ready to get it on. But
He's like, remember what
no,
you
but
said now. You remember saying
yeah, but
right.
we always have our doors open. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if you see us post we're about to watch football or something like that, then
Yeah.
reach
just
out.
give us a call. Yeah.
Got it.
All
Well,
right.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Latasha. So Miss Latasha is our random winner tonight. So Miss Latasha, if you are available this Saturday to go to Charlotte Spark, please reach out to me. I'm going to give you 24 hours. Latasha Carson, reach out to me to get your free Charlotte Spark tickets. Please reach out to me. I'm going to give your tickets away, girl, because it's this Saturday. 24 hours. 24 hours. You got 2 free tickets. Reach out to me. I'm going to tag you and I'm going to inbox you 24 hours. I'm giving it to somebody else. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Take care.
Thank you. We will be
Bye-bye.
at Tailored Smoke next Wednesday for Live with Comedy Reggie Massey and Cigar Quiche, as well as CEO of Coco Yanni Lounge at Tailored Smoke Concord. Y'all come on out for the live. It's going to be a live. See y'all then.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Right. Make sure we end it.